Good morning. Welcome to the morning brief. Today is Thursday, June 1st. So new month. Into the summertime. That being said, let's take a look at the calendar this morning. At 8:15, we had ADP non-farm employment change, which was plus 278,000. That's greater than expected by almost 100,000. So that's a pretty big number there. Unemployment claims were within the margin of error, so nothing to really talk about there. Revised non-farm productivity was less than, was not as bad as they thought it was going to be. Revised unit labor was not as bad as they thought it was going to be. So there's some good news sneaking into the economy here. 9:45, we have final manufacturing PMI. At 10 a.m., we have the ISM manufacturing PMI and the ISM manufacturing prices, as well as construction spending. So we have a lot of stuff coming out at 10. We have the Ward's total vehicle sales that is released sometime during the day. At 10:30, we have natural gas storage. And because of the Monday holiday, the crude oil inventory is on Thursday this week at 11 a.m. That's been postponed by a day. Normally the crude oil inventory is on Wednesday, so just interesting calendar shift there. At 1 o'clock, we have FOMC member Harker speaking. So we do have a decent number of items that are going on today. Make sure 10 o'clock, all the reds, you need to make sure you highlight that time of day to make sure you are positioned correctly when those events do come out. So obviously 8:15, 8:30, 10 a.m. Is the next one, and that's really it. That's all we've got for today. Taking a look at the daily chart, you can see here's a measured run projection up to 42.79. That could happen, over time. We have had some pullback days. We are currently, looks like we're going to be very, very close to opening unchanged, or very, very close to it, or slightly down. That being said, we are back in the flag part of a bull flag, the consolidation band. We're back in it. So what does that mean? Yeah, more choppity chop. Where could we go based on the size of the previous day's bar? We could certainly retest this little grouping of highs around the 42.20 area. On the low side, we could easily come back down into the middle of the muck, somewhere around 41.53. So, not particularly interesting one way or the other when it comes to the daily chart. Looking at the intraday 60-minute chart, looking for inventory, price action was down yesterday, and the inventory was also down as well. So that's correlated. That's the way the market is supposed to work. However, I find this kind of interesting because we've had this pattern where we have down days, we have an up inventory, and we did not have that yesterday. This is just barely negative by 3,200 contracts or so. And, I'm not sure we can grab too much from the action from yesterday. We'll have to wait and see as we continue to go down. If we do, I expect to see more of this bottom fishing action where people are buying into the price downward movement. We'll see. You can only base that on experience and what you've seen in the past. The intraday chart, looking for intraday support resistance. One thing that jumps out at me is that we have the overnight high at 42.03 and the overnight low at 182. It's about 20 points. That's actually pretty narrow compared to what we've been having overnight. So that's kind of interesting just as an observation. Where do we have resistance above price? So we have some resistance. There's a little consolidation zone, or confluence zone, 42.18. I'm going to say 42.22. There's some good confluence there, 42.38. On the bottom side, where do we have support? We have support that's just right now, barely below price at 41.88. And then there's a lot of confluence down here at 41.73. as well as 41.53. Those are your support and resistance levels for intraday. Stock Trader's Almanac is positive today. It is 66.7% chance the S&P will be up today. That is a historical bias from the Stock Trader's Almanac. So 66.7. It's pretty decent from a historical perspective. Hope you guys have a great day. Remember to subscribe, comment, like. Have a good one. Hey, thanks for watching the morning brief. Check out my website for more information, oneononetrading.com. Take a look at the TroyLevels, a trade location finder for the futures markets. Help you find those levels of support and resistance that are just so hard to find. I also do personal coaching and mentorships. So go ahead and take a look at my website, oneononetrading.com. Thanks.